Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir becoming global liability. Intel sources to News18 General Syed Asim Munir Ahmed Shah's policies and actions as Pakistan's army chief have drawn criticism for fueling regional instability. His critics argue that his approach, characterized by inflammatory rhetoric, alleged support for proxy warfare, and authoritarian governance, has isolated Pakistan internationally. Top Indian intelligence sources told CNN News18 that ordinary Pakistanis express concern that Munir prioritizes the Kashmir conflict over pressing domestic issues such as inflation and unemployment. Protests over power outages and fuel shortages are reportedly escalating, reflecting growing public discontent. The civilian government, led by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, though seen as weak, has subtly expressed criticism of Munir's policies, sources said. Opposition parties, particularly the PTI, portray him as a warmonger who is leading Pakistan towards economic ruin. They added. Concerns have been raised about the alleged radicalization of Pakistani diasporas, with Pakistan-linked individuals in Europe and North America implicated in various security threats. Critics point to the UK's grooming gangs and Canada's Khalistan extremists, alleging that they exploit Munir's Islamist narratives to justify violence. Munir's statement referring to Kashmir as Pakistan's jugular vein and his declaration to fight 10 more wars for it have drawn considerable attention. Critics, including top intelligence sources, argue that such pronouncements have motivated groups like Lashkar-e-Taiba to carry out attacks such as the one in Pahalgam this week. Furthermore, Munir's missile tests and threats of a swift proportional response to India are seen as escalating tensions and risking nuclear conflict, potentially destabilizing the entire region. Munir's stance towards the Afghan Taliban has also been deemed counterproductive. Despite historical ties, Munir has accused Afghanistan of harboring anti-Pakistan militants, particularly the TTP. His decision to deport 1.7 million Afghan refugees has exacerbated the regional refugee crisis and heightened border tensions. Munir's approach to internal security, particularly his crackdown on Baloch rebels, has also drawn international condemnation. Allegations of human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings and enforced disappearances, have prompted criticism from Iran. Following Imran Khan's arrest in 2023, Munir oversaw mass detentions of PTI supporters, trials of civilians in military courts, and internet blackouts. Munir's military-backed regime delayed elections and banned Khan from politics, prompting warnings from the US and EU about democratic backsliding. Pakistan's economy, heavily reliant on IMF bailouts, is grappling with soaring inflation, which reached 37% in 2023. While Munir's attempts to curb dollar hoarding provided temporary relief, they failed to attract much-needed foreign investment. The Army's control over key sectors like real estate, particularly through the Fauji Foundation, is often cited as a significant obstacle to private sector growth. Despite Munir's visit to Washington in 2023, US officials remain wary of Pakistan due to its perceived ties to militant groups and its human rights record, said sources. Swipe left for next video. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor CPEC projects have faced significant setbacks due to security concerns, including attacks on Chinese engineers and allegations of corruption. Furthermore, Saudi Arabia and the UAE, once key financial backers of Pakistan, are increasingly shifting their investments towards India, a reflection of their concerns about Pakistan's instability. Latest blogs.